Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We want to explain about presentation extrinsic element critical perspective from group 8 Pottery appreciation. My name is Nurtri.
I'm Charissa Zahira.
I'm Manjila Putri Nabila.
And I'm Sri Wahyuni.
Definition of literary work. Literary work refers to spoken or written expression that convey meaning. Literary works can also serve as a tool for social criticism and provide insight into things that surround them. Fanny, 2006, defines the literary criticism as that literature is a work of fiction that is the outcome of invention based on spontaneous emotional outbursts that are able to express good beauty characteristic based on linguistic and meaning aspects. Definition of poetry. Poetry is typically a work made up of words, either spoken or written. The poem can be appreciated as a thought-provoking piece of literature, as well as a way to decompress and have fun. Both use poetry as a way to express their feelings, their experiences, what they have discovered in their surroundings, or their imagination. A definition of poetry could be described as language that expresses more and thus so with greater intensity than conventional language of poetry. In the words of Perrin, 1991, is made up of exquisitely arranged, profoundly meaningful works that are fascinating to read. As a work of literature, poetry has two elements that are always attached to a literary work. They are intrinsic and extrinsic. Element of poetry is different from other literary works, such as prose or drama. Extrinsic elements of poetry are supporting elements of poetry that originate outside the work of poetry itself. Extrinsic element of poetry was helpful in analyzing a poem. Analysts will struggle to determine the meaning and goal of a poem if they do not use the extrinsic factors technique. Some extrinsic poetry features include the author's life, social background, religion, and education, as well as the social circumstances surrounding the poem's creation. Extrinsic elements in poetry are similar to those in other literary works like prose and drama.
Critical perspective of literary. A critical perspective is a method of evaluation or analyzing literature. Just like a perspective is a way of looking at something, it's addressing perspective on literature that go beyond the intrinsic features, such as plot, theme, character, setting, analysis. The terminology used to analyze critical perspective are literary theory and critical theory, which relate to essentially the same areas of study. Literary theories emerged as a means of explaining different people's perspective and reaction to literature, rather than insisting that one point of view is superior or correct. Literary theory seeks to appreciate all points of view based on a true examination of literature. Critical perspective approaches of literary work, developing our perspective on a poem, story, or drama may be easier if we grasp some of typical techniques to interpreting literature's meaning. Literary studies has been around long enough that like-minded readers and scholars have gravitated towards fundamentally similar perspectives when they converse with one another. As a result, there are several widely recognized critical approaches to literature, ranging from formalists who focus on how an author employs strategies and devices for a specific effect, to psychoanalytical critics who examine text to better understand human psychological structure and typical responses to specific experiences. Formalism: this approach views a literary work as a distinct entity from its author and historical context. Formal analysis is a careful examination of a text's literary aspect. A formal analysis looks at settings, visual, characters, tone, form or structure, and language. It aims to establish meaning by investigating how these parts interact in any given text. Cultural analysis: a cultural analysis situates the literary work within broader historical, social, cultural, and political contexts. Using the historical context to read literature allow allows one to acquire insight into both greater social issues and the specific hardships that ordinary people face. Some areas of focus for a cultural analysis include gender, class, race, ethnicity, history, and genre.
Psychoanalytic criticism. This approach explores the role of consciousness and the unconscious in literature, taking into account the author, reader, and textual characters. Based on Freud and other theories, this technique studies a book for signs and symbols of subconscious process in both the characters and people as a whole. Archetypal criticism. This approach focuses on common characters and storylines to highlight patterns in human behavior and psychology. The founders of this approach, Carl Jung and Joseph Campbell, concluded that these personalities and selves are engraved into the human state, or subconscious, and that when we create them in our stories, our audiences identify them as a symbol of their own experiences. Gender theories. Building upon feminist critique, gender theories read literature to get a deeper knowledge of socially constructed gender identity and behavior, as well as how it affects both the individual and the larger community. It covers the study of sexual orientation and how mainstream ideology treats non-heterosexual identities, a dynamic that is sometimes represented in and sometimes criticized by literary work. Feminist criticism. By using this method, one looks at all literary work to gain understanding of the reasons behind and methods of oppression that women experience, as well as the ways in which they occasionally resist these forces. The feminist method relies only in part on identifying and exposing instances of sexism or prejudice against women in literary works. Marxist criticism. This approach to literature analyzes how class and economic forces influence human dynamics. It is vital to highlight that Marxist critique is not a call for socialized rule, but rather a thorough examination of how unseen economic factors support and frequently destroy through human connections. Comparative or contrast analysis. A comparison or contrast study examines works that share similarities, whether produced by the same author, different authors, or in different literary periods. Rather than just identifying differences and similarities, the style of analysis Let's leverage those distinctions and similarities to make a bigger point about how comparing these two texts exposes an unexpected or non-obvious feature in the work.
Critical analysis of poetry. In a poem, the poet usually uses language that has semantic meaning and incorporates rhyme and rhythm into the arrangement of lines and stanzas. Sometimes it is very difficult for some people to understand a poem because the poetic words used by poets are difficult to understand. Therefore, to understand a poem, it is necessary to do an in-depth analysis to get the general meaning of the poem. Poem analysis, who said it was simple, by Audre Lorde. There are so many roots to the tree of anger that sometimes the branches shatter before they bear. Sitting in the Nedics, the women rally before they march, discussing the problematic girls they hire to make them free. An almost white counterman passed, awaiting brother to serve them first, and the ladies neither notice nor reject the slighter pleasures of their slavery. But I, who am bound by my mirror as well as my bed, see causes in colors as well as sex, and sit here wondering which me will survive all this liberation. Poem analysis. The author, Audre Lorde, claims that this, this is a powerful poem about inequality in the various civil rights movements she has participated in throughout her life. Audre Lorde wants to reach out to those who identify with one group while continuing to oppress another. In 1973, Lorde's third book of poetry, From a Land Where Our People Live, had Who Said It Was Simple as one of its poems. The brief poem looks at people who identify as feminists, yet nevertheless support and profit from the opposition of her organization. Lorde's outline Lord outlined in it the facet of her identity that prevent her from approving of such a conditional version of feminism.
In conclusion, the study of extrinsic element critical perspective in poetry analysis provides an insightful framework for comprehending the more general historical, sociocultural, and individual factors that shape poetic work. Through the examination of external elements, including the poet's background, historical context, social circumstances, and cultural environment, critical perspectives provide insight into the multifaceted layers of meaning that poems contain. By examining external elements critically, readers may get a greater understanding of the intricacies of poetry works and enhance their ability to analyze the interplay between the poet's artistic expression, societal dynamics, and personal experiences. That's all for our group. Thank you so much. And this is the reference. Thank you.